Hey, we're back, and we're here now at the high-level warehouse. This warehouse supplies all our crews with the required equipment and protective equipment that they need for on any wildfire incidents. If you just want to follow me this way, I'll give you a tour. So as you walk in, this is our warehouse. And in here, we have all the tools and gear that we need for any of our wildfire incidents. As soon as you walk in the door, you're greeted with our nice mannequin. He's one of our mascots here at the warehouse, and as you can see, he's kitted up with a variety of different gear. And this gear here comes from different countries from around the world that have come to high level to help with our wildfire suppression and operations. If you look over there, you can see some of our wonderful staff working here at the warehouse that helps make sure all of our crews have all the gear that they need and are required for any wildfire incidents. So as we begin making our way through the warehouse, if you just follow me this way, I will show you some of the protective equipment that is required for getting crews safely on the ground and actioning wildfires. So right over here, we have our standard day bag. So in this day bag, we have a wide range of gear and equipment that is provided to each crew member when going out to a wildfire. So first things first, we have our safety goggles. So it's important that crews wear these for any time they're on an incident to keep their eyes safe. I'll show you here what it looks like. They kind of look like swim goggles, but they would not do the job for swimming. As we move on, we have a whistle. These are important for communicating if you have any issues or any safety concerns out on the line. We also have a first aid kit, so every single individual is kitted with a first aid kit for anything that happens out on the line that may require some first aid. As we get into here, we also have headlamps. You may think it's kind of funny because typically we're fighting fires through the day, but there is times where we have to go out at night and continue our operations. And lastly here, we have a compass. So if you ever get lost, you can always rely on your trusty compass to point you in the right direction. And last but not least, we have our standard firefighting hard hat. So not only is it a hard hat, but it's equipped with a face shield for anything that you may need, walking through the bush or running a chainsaw. It also has ear protections for when working around heavy equipment, helicopters, and anything loud like pumps or chainsaws. So now that we've gone through some of the equipment and tools and gear that we have for our protective equipment, if you want to follow me this way, I'll show you about the uniforms that we wear. So right over here, we have a wide range of uniforms in different sizes, things like that. So it's important that when you select out your uniform, you get the right size. If I was just to reach out and grab a uniform and try it on, as you can see, this one's a little bit big, so it's not the size for me. But that's okay. Here at our warehouse, we have a wide range of stock to make sure that you're kitted out with the appropriate size and you're good to go for when you head out to an incident. So as we continue on, I'll take you over and I'll show you some of the tools and gear that we use when on a fire. So if you just follow me this way, I'll show you where that's at. So first thing first, we have our striker pump. This is the one more of the common pumps that we utilize here. It's very common for initial attack, so first crews sent out to fires, this is their go-to pump for any fire line action to make sure that they can get water from a water site to the fire to begin suppressing and putting out that fire. If we move over here, you can see we have one of our hoses. So right now this hose is what we call a melon. You can kind of see it looks like a melon, even though it doesn't taste as good as a watermelon. But this is what we utilize for when we're deploying hose and getting it out and putting it on a fire. We also have a range of different nozzles. So this is a barrel nozzle. This here is a fog nozzle. And this is a Hansen nozzle. So each of these nozzles are used for different types of fire suppression, depending if it's burning deep into the ground, is it burning up trees, is it burning shrubs and bushes. Each of them have their own utilization depending on what type of fire and what type of fuel is burning. We also have a range of hand tools here. So we have a shovel, right? This is for helping dig deep, trying to expose some of the fire that might be hiding and break up those fuels. We also have a Pulaski here. These are utilized for cutting roots and digging up hot spots and areas that might need a little bit extra support when the nozzle or the hose can't dig deep and get that spot extinguished. And last but not least, we have our chainsaw. So this is one of our standard chainsaws, and every crew that is on a fire is always kitted with a chainsaw. This is a great tool for cutting trail, opening up areas so helicopters can come in bucket, things like that, to make sure it's nice and safe and crews are able to create access to get to the wildfires and not just have to hike through the bush trying to make their way to an incident. If you continue on here, one of the most important things as a wildland firefighter that not everyone thinks about is hydration. So it's really important that when you're on an incident to hydrate. Super refreshing. Remember, when you're in the forest area, it's important to stay safe and be fire smart, especially up here. Always stay safe and think about the fires in the area so that you're not the one starting them. Hope you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you later.